Welcome everyone, Farmer Cup here. We are going to spoil all of the crystal locations on Waldsee, which is a map by Omatana. If you haven't seen my map tour of it, you should check that out. That will hopefully be linked down below in the description if I remember. If I don't remember, just look at it. It's on my channel. But anyhow, we're not going to do a tour of the map. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose is to show you quickly where all of the crystal locations are, which you can sell these crystals at the crystal sell point for, well, that's 14,000 there. I've seen it get up to 18 and more thousand per crystal. What you do if you have those crystals, which let's just give us a little bit more speed here to get going. So if you do have those crystals, you come in here kind of where the shop is. And right here is the crystal sell point where those crystals are. Those are not crystals you can access. Those are not the 36. There are 36 in this map. Those are not ones you can access. Now, we're going to show you where all of these guys are as we go around. So the first one is just back here behind the store, right here. And as you can see, this one is, and you can just pick it up and you can carry it in to sell it. This one is located at about 1549, 1158. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see those coordinates down there, 1548, 1158-ish, somewhere down there. So that's where they're going to be at. So down there, bottom left-hand corner, well, bottom right-hand corner of the map there, you're going to see it. So there you go, 1549, 1158. That is crystal number 1. All right, crystal number 2 is going to be just behind the farmhouse here on new farm mode. This is your kind of setup. You can see down there, bottom left-hand corner on the map where we are at. So you can see the map a little bit better there, maybe-ish, but there you go. But if we come back here, here is another crystal sitting behind the house. We are at coordinates 1024, 581 on the map. So again, that's 1024, 581. That is right where we were at right there. All right, to find crystals 3, 4, and 5, we are down here by the port sale point on the map. So the port sale point, so that's what's right in front of us here. So if we come over to here and take a look around here, there should be one. I can remember where they're all at. One right back here behind the port sale point. So that's right here. This is at 1778, 1433, or right about there. Now, if we also come down here, this one's a little bit trickier to find. Right here behind the dock at about 1762, 1441, we got another crystal right here. And then if we work our way out this way, kind of towards the cliffs over here at the edge of the map, you can see where we're at down at the mountainside there. And it should be, let me see here, right there. There we are. Okay, so right along here, 1940, 1453. So that is a third one right down there. And again, that is at the cliffs that is just east of the port sell point here. All right, continuing on, we'll find our next 5 here. So right now I'm at the corner of field 3. So right in over here off the rocks, the corner of field 3, we should be able to find a crystal right down there. So you see the crystal right there. We're at about 1611, 1411. Now, if we come over this way, we're going to hop briefly across the river here over to the sawmill. So we got a couple that are hidden right over here. First one is going to be right under the corner of these logs right here. So you have this one here at 1530, 1451. And then if we continue from there, we go to the wood chip sell point here and work our way around the back. On the back side here, we're going to find another one, which is going to be at 1467, 1475. So now if we continue on, if you look at the map, do you see that triangle of a road down there? This little triangle that we're working towards right here. Right in the middle of this road triangle, if we can find it in here, that is, there should be a crystal right there. So there we have another one here at 1299, 1377. And then lastly, we're going to head straight this way. If you look on the mini map towards that rock formation that's kind of across the river from where the main shop is. This rock formation right here is going to have one. Okay, it's me right there. There we go. Okay, perfect. 1324, 1198. We have another one right there. So those are the next 5 right there. All right, for the next 6, we have the first one right here at a very secluded picnic bench located at about 720, 1302. So we got a crystal sitting right up there. Now we are going to work, if we look at that map down there, we're going to work this way, working back towards the coast again here. And again, I'm trying to group these up as best I can. They don't always all go together, obviously. The main idea is to give you guys the, essentially the coordinates and to show you kind of where they're at those locations. So right here, we have this guy right here. So we got a couple in this area here. So let's take a look around. So we should have the first one right down here. So if you're looking here in the water, we have a crystal down there in the water, which is a little bit tricky to grab, but you can get a hold of it. Pull it out. There you go. You got the crystal right there, but it is sitting down there in the water at about 1138, 1158. So that's what we got right here. Now, if we go, hold on a second, let me look down at my coordinates here. There should be one right by, is it this tree? Yep, right here. So at this tree, we got another one at 1136, 1143. And now if we leave this little cove here, we're going to head to the bridge that goes over to the island. And we have our first one right under here, under the bridge, at right about 1031, 1151. So that's about the coordinates there. Now if we hop on the bridge and head across over to the island, We do have 2 on the island here, if I can find them. Aha, here we go. 1035, 1030 right here for the first one. I was right there. I kept walking over it. I just could not see it under all the brush. When I did this, I cleared all the trees and all the brush out of the way. But anyhow, that's the one at 1036, 1029-ish, or 1035, 1030-ish. So that'll be right in that area there. Now, if I move my way up over here, right over here, maybe a little bit further. Aha, there we go, right there, 994, 1021. So there is another one right there for you on the island. So those are those 6 right there for you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue on. All right, next up we have all of the ones by the Vinoteca, and they are, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them around this bad boy and leading up to it. So the first and easiest of them all is right here, just sitting right back behind at about 558, 1697. Now, if we go back to the cliff line here, we got to be careful we don't fall off. Not that it really honestly matters, but we should be able to find several in the cliff lines here. So, and I may put cuts just to cut out all the boring stuff where I'm just walking to try to find them, because obviously it takes a little bit more effort to find them in the brush here. All right, and here's our first one right here. You can barely see it. These are very well hidden. It's right under there, but we're about 643, 1716, 642, 1716. So right in there, and the Vinoteca is right up the hill up that way. So this is the first and one of the more difficult ones. Now, if we continue from here, the next one that we have on the cliffs here is going to be way over this way, just over here. Aha, that was a little bit easier to spot. Right here at 394, 1655. So we have another one right here. And we have another yet here at 600, 1682. And again, the Vinoteca is right up there. So continuing from there, we also have one right here at 604, 1630, which once again, the Vinoteca is up there. So lots on these cliffs down by the Vinoteca. Now from the Vinoteca, if we work across over here to this waterfall feature, nice lovely waterfall, and we work our way around here, we have several hidden through here, if I can make sure I find them all. First one's right under the waterfall here, of course, at 396, 1870. So that's the first one we're going to see here. We also have one right here at 419, 1786, facing the waterfall across the lake. And finally, we have another one right off to the side of the waterfall, right over here at 337 or so, 1843. So right in that range right there. We have our next one here at 178, 1402, which is just off of the switchback that heads up, this guy right here, that heads up over to the Vinoteca. And then from here, we should also be able to track down our other one. Ah, and here we are, right in the grass, right over here, hidden down below these cliffs. So again, right off of the switchback as you're heading up the mountainside. And that is everything that we kind of have around the Vinoteca. All right, our next and final set of crystals as we continue on is going to be along this road here and moving, as we look at the map, towards the waterfall up there. So as we go across here, we have one right here, and we have another one that's just along the cliff edges here, and then several around this area left to cover. So that's what we're going to go over. First one is just behind us here at 278, 745. And our next one is right here up on the cliffs here. So that's the road down there. So if you look at the map where we're at, here's the road right down here. So we have another one up here at the cliff edges, right here at 187, 1081. So that is where this guy right here is at. Now, as we approach this waterfall, we have several. We have one, let me look at my list here. We should have, yes, we have one on each side of the waterfall here, if I can locate them. Aha, there's one of them right here. So this is the first one at 300, 338. And then there's also one, if we get really up close and personal with these waterfalls here. Aha, there we are right there. This one is at 286, 286 for us. So there's that guy right there. Now we also have another one on the other side of the waterfall bridge, is what I like to call this. Aha, I had gone too far. It was much closer to the waterfall bridge. So right there, you got it right down here. And this one's at 340, 381 for you. Now, if we cross over the bridge, we have one right on the other side right here at 365, 357. So we got another one right back here. All right, and our next one is right here. So if you look on the map, we are now going through this switchback. There's several that I'll point out to you on here. So this one is at 592.90, and the next one is right here at 547, 331. And as you can see, we're just a little bit different from where the other one was at right over there. So we're just right over to here. And we do have a third one. The third one's located at right up over here at 619, 338, which is just off of this end of the switchback here. So we have three on these switchbacks here. And this is our final one, which is clear on the other end of the map. I totally forgot about it. I meant to do it when I did the sawmill stuff, but I totally forgot. So our last one, making all 36 crystals right here at 1545, 1713. So hopefully those coordinates will help you find them, and kind of seeing where they're at or how they can be hidden might give you kind of some direction there. So this is just, again, a quick video to show you guys where all the crystals are at on the map. So hopefully this helped out. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.